Hey y'all, my name is Megan, and I wanted to make this video to document my experience taking the NCLEX RN. Forgive me, I am not a good public speaker, so if I stutter or something like that, forgive me, just ignore it. So I graduated nursing school December 5th of 2020. And then a couple days later, I started the process of getting all my information together to give to the professional licensing site. So to begin applying for the test, you have to go through the professional licensing site and sign some forms and all that. And then once you get approved by them, you get to have your fingerprint taken, and then you get your authorization to test to the NCLEX. So it took a minute for me to get my authorization to test because of some error that I made with the licensing site. But once I did that and I was able to get my fingerprints done, that very same night, I got my authorization to test. And that's when my anxiety went through the roof. So I scheduled the NCLEX a week out. And during that time, I amped up my studying and went hardcore. So I used UWorld and Mark Klimek audios on YouTube, and I highly recommend both of those. UWorld gives you the same exact style of questions that the NCLEX uses, and Mark Klimek actually used to make NCLEX questions, and he tells you exactly what you need to know. So I highly recommend both of those. So I would not recommend doing what I did, and I discovered Klimek's videos 1 week out, and I crammed it all in, and I would not recommend doing that because each video is 2 hours long. So I would recommend doing a video a day and doing tons and tons and tons of practice questions on UWorld. I only used 54% of the questions package because I got the 1 month package that has a practice test. And 2 days before I tested, I took the practice test to tell you what your chances of passing are. And I got very high. And I was like, okay, maybe I can do this. So the day before the test, I did not do much studying at all. Because I know myself, and I know if I try to study the day before, I will ruin myself. So I did just a couple of practice questions and quizzes, and that was it. And then I literally cleaned my house. And I had some wine, and I just relaxed. So I took my NCLEX in Stockbridge, Georgia, and I currently live in Carrollton. So that drive was intensely stressful. So I would recommend scheduling your NCLEX a little closer to home and leave yourself time to get there and relax and soothe yourself. So I had the full 145 questions, and in nursing school your professors teach you to not stress, and all of the tests are 75 questions, and that's what you expect to get on the NCLEX because that's what you've been prepared for. But the number of questions that you get does not indicate if you pass or fail. I've known people who have taken the NCLEX and got 265 questions and they've still passed. So I guess I should mention that they changed the questions during NCLEX. So the least amount of questions you can get is 75 and the most is 145. So when I got 145, I was like, okay, this could go either one of two ways. I could pass or I could fail. And on my way home, I got the email from Pearson VUE, which apparently means that you can do the trick to see if you passed or not, where you try to re-register for it again, and if it doesn't let you, then you pass. And I did the trick, and it said that, and I was like, okay. And then I looked at the professional licensing site because there's a checklist, and when it says something passing results for NCLEX, it said completed. It's I passed or I hope I passed. So you have to wait 48 hours for your unofficial results. So I yesterday, which I found out I passed, I looked at the results and I kept refreshing and refreshing and refreshing and like every 2 minutes. And then finally it indicated that my scores were ready, and I paid the $8 to look at my unofficial results, and I passed. I am officially a registered nurse. And I'm just here to tell you that taking the NCLEX is not that big of a deal, honestly. If you don't pass the first time, just keep trying. Like, the amount of times that you take it does not indicate how well you're going to do as a nurse. But just relax, do a lot of practice questions, listen to the Mark Klimek audios, and you're gonna do great. Just believe in yourself and don't overthink. Like, don't overthink at all, cause go with your gut. But I wish y'all the best, and I hope y'all pass the NCLEX.